Hello YouTube, this is Quentin. I'm back with a review of the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Right now it's powered off and I don't have my SIM card in because I don't want any interruptions while I'm making the video. But here's the SIM tray, and as you probably know, you can put a expandable storage. I have a 128, but you put that in the SIM card in the same slot and slide it in like so. But this is the international version, and right off the bat, this is a great phone. I like it. Probably the only thing that I don't like, and it's not really a negative of the phone. Well, there are some other things I don't like, but one of the things I don't like, and it's not really a negative of the phone, is I'm on Google's Project Fi network, and technically you're only supposed to use Nexus phones on it, but this phone will work on it. It's an unlocked version, so it'll actually work, but voicemails don't really work. And actually they work, but they just go to straight to Hangouts. So you can actually get voicemails. You'll get a message saying there was a voicemail error in your messages, but it'll still come to Hangouts. So it basically works only on like T-Mobile's network, and so you don't get the switching, and it doesn't hook automatically to Wi-Fi. But it doesn't really do that all the time necessarily on the Nexus already. But it does do it. But anyway, this is the always on display, that's something I really like. I heard other reviewers talking about it. It doesn't actually drain a lot of battery like you would think, and then at nighttime it kind of dims. So something pretty neat. This is the fingerprint reader, of course, and since I restarted my phone, I have to log in and not use it. But one of the things I don't like about these type of phones, and as you can see right now, it's a Samsung phone, is you get all the Samsung stuff that I don't really care about, like the Samsung apps or any of that. It just keeps updating them, and I mean, I can understand they want to update it, but I don't even want them. I mean, but that's just another thing. So, but as far as the design, I really like the design of this phone. I like the design of the S6 Edge last year. It was just a small phone, and I like big phones now. Actually, this design's actually a little better because it's sharp on the ends and it's easier to hold. But I like the design and the color. And right now you can see my wallpaper changes. That's a Samsung thing. So that is something that I do like that Samsung has, and Google actually kind of has that now with their Live Case app, but that's another story. But anyway, you see how it unlocks the fingerprint reader. It works really good, but I still like the Nexus better because you can unlock it straight from the like you can have your screen just dark and then just unlock it straight just like that. And I like that without pushing anything. Whereas this, you have to push it and then unlock it, and it's not a smooth transition. It just snaps on. And some people probably like that because they think it's quick, but I don't know. I don't really care for it, but it's not nothing that bothers me. But I like it just a smooth transition instead of just snapping on like that. But see, like, so some people like that. It's quick. So anyway, and the phone's really quick too. So I know a lot of people like that. Some people don't. Some people don't care for the transitions and when you can turn all that stuff off. But I don't like that. I don't mind it at all. But anyway, right now I have a Nova launcher on it. I tried to TouchWiz launcher, but I just don't like it. So I always put Nova launcher on. To change it, you go into settings, and you've probably seen this before. It's really weird. You got to go into Application Manager and do it. They don't have a dedicated home button. And in fact, that's not even right. It's not Application Manager, it's Applications. Then you got to go to Default Applications. Then you have to go to right where it is, Home Screen. So that's what and then you choose what launcher you want to use. So whereas in Nexus phones, you just go straight to wait a minute. Okay. Oh, you know what I did? I pressed the TouchWiz Easy. I know that's what I did because this doesn't look right. And you hear the table. If you hear the table shaking, my cats are jumping on the table, so I'm sorry. That was easy. Makes it really big. And this is regular TouchWiz, which is not bad. Briefing works a little better. It's a lot more smoother. That's one thing I think they have improved on TouchWiz is the transitions are really nice and smooth. Like you go over usually on the S7 Edge that I had last year, or S6 Edge, I'm sorry, and even the Note a little bit, the Note 5. You go over here and it was real choppy, but now it's really smooth. I mean, it's still a little choppy scrolling over, but I mean, some people like that. That's snappy, that's quick to them. But I like a smoothness. But the scrolling is really, really nice. And see where Prince died. That's kind of sad, but that's another story. But yeah, this you know, I don't use briefing that much at all. Actually, I never use it. But I just wanted to show you how the fluid operation of TouchWiz, and it does that throughout, not just on briefing, but on apps, you know, and everything. So that's really neat. I'm glad they did that. Another thing is battery life. Battery life is really good on this phone. Probably matches the Nexus 6P and the iPhone 6 Plus. You know, the iPhone 6 Plus is still probably a little better, but I don't know, because the iPhone I don't really play with it a lot. Once there's no setup. You just download your apps. But I would still say that the iPhone standby is probably still a little better. But this phone's close. I mean, it's probably up there with the Nexus 6P, and that's good. So the bigger battery, I think the 3600 milliamp hour, 3650 or something like that, that really helps. The camera is really good. Of course, I don't take a lot of pictures, but it's good. The video is really good. I've did a few videos of it. If you've seen on my M235i, most of them were actually all of them were using this phone. So it does really good video, and you can upload them to Google Photos. You know, they'll automatically upload, and then you can download them in 1080. For some reason, on my Nexus 6P, and I may have mentioned it in the video, my other video about my car, they don't really. When I downloaded a movie I recorded, it did it in half resolution. I don't know why. I never could figure it out. But when I recorded it with this phone, you know, when they store it on Google, it's only in 360. But when you download it, I mean, you can only like view it in 360. But the actual file, they have this file size, and you download it, it's the full size file in 1080. And it worked when I did it with this phone, so I don't know what that is. But anyway, needless to say, the video and camera is really good on this phone, as with all Samsung phones. And the battery life is really good. I mean, and it's a 5.5 inch screen, so it's a really, really nice size, nice compromise. But I mean, everything else, I mean, other than it's just a typical Samsung phone, you know, with all their apps. Maybe not as bad as before, but they still put a lot of apps on here. And usually this is the app drawer, and you can edit it and have it, you know, take some out and remove them, arrange them in alphabetical order or whatever. So, and you can see the transitions are nice and smooth. I had kind of the phone up. I hope you could see that. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, you can raise it. But yeah, I mean, and the screen, of course, is an AMOLED screen. It's a really nice screen, nice and bright. Probably a little brighter than the Nexus, though not that much to me, to my eyes. But it is a brighter and probably a better looking screen than the Nexus 6P. A little bit more crispier. The edge screen, of course, you can slide it over and add custom apps and contacts and stuff like that. And you can have like your news, and you can see it really works. Really, you know, you have sports, stuff like that. So that's pretty neat. So I like that, you know. And then of course, you know, when the phone's off, you can swipe it here and it gives you notifications, and I don't have any. And I have it set up on that side. I think before I had it over here, but you can set it up for both of those. I think you can set up which side you want to use it on, left or right. So one thing I've tried on here that doesn't work to me is good is Android Pay. Android Pay works, but the NFC antenna on this phone, it's somewhere in here. It's in a weird spot, somewhere down in here, and every time I try to use it, it never works the first time. And one of the guys at the store that I go to told me to hold it this way, and it started working ever since I've been doing it that way. But if you try that anywhere else, it doesn't work. You have to, sometimes it works this way, sometimes it works this way, and you just got to get it just right. And then what happens is you do it, and it'll say card not recognized, or wants you to log in, and it's a waste. It just doesn't work that good. And since this is an international phone, since this is the international phone, you can't really get Samsung Pay on it. So I haven't been able to try that. I'm tempted to buy a carrier phone, which I really don't want to do, but just to try it out. But so I don't get Samsung Pay. But you know, like on the Nexus, Android Pay works. I mean, it's awesome. It works every time. But the NFC antennas are up here, so it works a lot better and it's easier to do. But I won't turn this into a Nexus P versus S7 Edge battle or anything like that. But that's kind of a negative because I like using Android Pay. If you don't, you probably don't care. It has the standard USB. I wish it was USB-C, but no, you know, a lot of people don't even use USB-C, so it still has fast charging, which is awesome. But you know, overall, this is a really nice phone. I really like it. You know, other than the Samsung stuff, I like it a lot. I wish they had a Google Play version and just included like maybe some of the Samsung stuff I like. I know I'm kind of being nitpicky, but if they just even did a Google Play version and where it's just stock Android and then just didn't have any of the Samsung stuff, that would even be okay with me. I mean, even though I like some of having the different wallpapers, but excuse my wallpaper, but it changes, you know, like so. And so I like that. If they could do that, then I would like, you know, I would really like it. You know, stock Android and then just some of the cool Samsung stuff. But I know I'm being kind of nitpicky. But so anyway, I don't want to make this review too long. I'm just giving my thoughts on the phone and how I use it. I like having the SD card because I have all my music and everything on it. I can still use Google Music and everything. And all the Google stuff works really good. It's just some of the Samsung stuff that I don't really care for. But other than that, it's a really great phone. And I actually like it as far as the design and just the holding it. I probably like it. I do like it a little better than the Nexus 6P as far as the design. And, you know, I still love the 6P because the stock Android and it's got a good design too. But this phone has I just like this curved design in the screen, and it really looks nice. Samsung does a good job, but you have pros and cons in all phones. You're not going to like everything in them, but I like it overall. I would recommend it. I would really recommend it, and it's a neat phone. But like I said, it'd be nice to have a Google Play version, and I may root this phone and put stock Android on it if I can. I haven't really checked on that in a while, so I don't know. Since it's unlocked international phone, so I can, you know, do what I want with it. Well, any phone you should be able to do what you want with it, but carrier phones are harder. But anyway, let me stop ranting. But like I said, nice phone. It works well. I really like it. I like the button placement. I like the size. The screen size of 5.5, and it's still small. You can hold it in your hand, you know, very well. In cases, they have really good, neat cases for it. Anyway, this is a quick my thoughts and review of the Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.